The look on his face was priceless. As I pulled onto my driveway in my brand new $120,000 Aston Martin, I could see the smile on my neighbor's face turn into one of complete shock and then downright disgust. It was clear to see the envy slapped right across his face, and I have to admit it made me really happy. I'd pictured this moment for years, the day that I would drive up in my brand new sports car and wipe that smug look right off his face. It was even better than I imagined it to be. You see, for years, I was the one with the shoddy car that didn't start in the winter and whose windows didn't quite roll all the way up to the top. And it was him who cracked the same jokes about my heap of junk and attacked my manhood when I couldn't afford to get a new one. But now it seemed the cat had gotten his tongue, and the silence was priceless. The sight of my shiny new Aston Martin made him sick, and I loved every second of it. Listen, if you're stuck in a rut and feel like the world is closing in on you because you're struggling to make enough money, then this will be the most important video you'll ever watch, because in the next 9 minutes and 37 seconds, I'm going to show you a simple way that will pull in $15,000 per week, guaranteed. For the past 8 months, I've been pulling in over $15,000 every week with a few clicks of my mouse. Take a look at some of my bank accounts. Before I go ahead and give you the keys that will change your life, it's important you know one thing. This video is nothing like anything you've ever watched in your life, because I'm not trying to sell you anything. This isn't a cock and bull sales pitch trying to get you to part with your hard-earned cash, because there isn't anything to buy here. So put away your credit card right now. You won't need it to earn wealth like this. I'm about to reveal the precise secret that turned me into a millionaire and my neighbor into a humbled man. Yeah, you heard me. I'm a cash millionaire. Don't believe me? Here, take a look at my bank account. And if you listen carefully, yours can look like this too, and for no cost whatsoever. Hi, my name is Patrick Quinn, and as you watch this video, you'll discover the real secret to earning easy money. Money that doesn't just allow you to buy your dream home or the car you've always desired. It makes you become irresistible to the opposite sex, allows you to protect your family from another financial crash, and helps you provide the best education for your children. But I'm talking about something much more significant than those things, something you probably won't even have the balls to wish for. Freedom. Freedom to leave your job, free to clear all your debts, free to spend time with your family, free to travel the world, free to make choices that make you happy. I have to make another thing clear here. I've gone to great lengths to protect this video from a certain type of person. I don't want this kind of information falling into the wrong hands because, as you'll see, it's very, very powerful stuff. So if you're watching this video, then it's because you deserve a break in life, an opportunity to create real wealth and disconnect yourself from the mindless rat race I'm sure you've become trapped in. You've been identified as a person who has the capabilities to copy my success and create real wealth for yourself. But you must understand, I don't want anything from you. This is not that type of video, so please put your wallet away now. It's not needed to create life-changing wealth like this. You'll see this is not a trick. It's not a loophole or a glitch that can end at any point. As long as there are financial markets in the world, and there always will be, you can create limitless wealth just by copying this method. Understand, this is 100% real. This is your one shot to create real wealth like this, starting now. Now, you might be thinking, I've seen this before, or this is like every other video I've watched, or what makes this guy so different from the rest? Well, you're wrong. No other video will show you in great detail just how you can go from nothing to over $365,595 in 8 months like I did, and then to over $1 million in just over 1 year. I can tell you about how much money I earn until the cows come home, but that won't help you one bit. So I'm going to do something those greaseball scammers can't do. I'm going to show you step by step, just to make you realize I'm only here to make you a lot of money. I know what it's like to be desperate, to have no hope, to wonder where the next paycheck is coming from, to lay awake at night worrying about the bills. I know what it feels like to park your car as far away from the party as possible because you feel ashamed and don't want people to see you stepping out of your old banger. I know how it feels to be embarrassed of the home you live in. I know how it feels to be poor and frustrated, and how it feels to be less of a man because you can't provide the life your family deserves. I know how it feels to hope for somebody, anybody, to show you a way out of the rut you're stuck in, to dream of the day you can finally pull up in the car of your dreams and prove to people who laughed at you that you're not a loser, to finally wipe the smile off those haters' faces. It's funny how the same people who once laughed at me now ask to borrow money from me. I believe every person should have the opportunity to live the life they deserve, a life of real freedom, not the rat race life we're trapped in. Meet someone who took the opportunity to escape the mind-numbing rat race and is now enjoying a life of complete freedom.
In 2013, my wife left me for a man that she'd been having an affair with. He was some hotshot lawyer making a bunch of money and drove a nice car. Now, I was just a UPS driver working 50 hours a week. Well, after I got over the heartbreak and humiliation from the breakup, I really wanted to make something of myself to prove to her that I was just as good as the new guy. Luckily, I found the Spectre System, and it allowed me to start making $3,000 a day, and it really turned my life around. I quit my job, and when my wife found out how much money I was making, she started calling and texting me, trying to get me back. And it's all thanks to the Spectre System.
You just met Joshua, whose wife left him when he was down and out for a richer man. He turned his life around with the same method that made me into a millionaire, and now she's begging him to take her back. And if you act fast, you can duplicate his success moments from now. Now, before you go ahead and start making money like this, I'm going to reveal a little secret. It's a secret that the scam artists would hate for you to know, because unlike the system you heard Joshua using, most systems are actually very crooked. They're actually designed to lose your money. Many trading systems say they trade for you, but only a few really make money. What they keep from you is that each time they trade with your hard-earned cash, they take a fat commission for themselves. I told you they were crooked, but you probably already suspected that, right? Take a look at how much money my system has made me in the last 8 months. And while you're looking at this bank balance, let this important fact marinate in your mind. The system makes all of these juicy profits, over $3,253 per day, placing just 1/3 of the normal amount of trades. Now, if you're listening carefully, you'll ask yourself, how is this possible? How can you make more money trading less than the average systems that are poisoning the market? The reason is straightforward. This system only trades when it knows it's 100% certain it will win. So instead of going on a hunch like most of the other systems, this system will only ever place the trade when all the factors highlight a certain win. Then and only then will the system place a trade. And at the moment, you'll get paid on 96.4% of every single trade it makes. You'll agree that's pretty impressive, right? That means more than 9 times out of 10, you'll make a profit. Now, think of how quickly your starting balance will rocket with that kind of success rate. Pamela got in early, and she's already making some serious money.
I left school with no qualifications and no job prospects. My whole family called me stupid and that I would never achieve anything in life. And I even had to borrow money from them just to pay my rent because I was so broke, and it just made me so upset. In August 2015, I began using the Spectre system after my friend told me about how much money she was making. And instantly I started making over $3,000 in profit. And I could just buy anything now, and I'm so happy about that. I'm actually taking my family on a cruise to the Caribbean really soon just to pay them back for everything they did for me. I just really owe it to the guys behind Spectre System, because if it wasn't for them, my life would have still been a mess. So thank you so much.
Nobody in Pamela's family thought she'd amount to anything. But since using the system, she's now earning over $3,000 per day and is even taking them all on a luxury cruise. Now, you've probably been burned in the past when you've tried to earn money online, right? Let me guess. The product didn't work, or the customer support was terrible, or you couldn't get a refund, or the dodgy broker wouldn't release your funds. And you get so mad you just want to smash your computer up and be done with it all. But deep inside you, you know how much money can be made online and just how easy it is. So you dust yourself down and give it another shot. And the same thing happens again. Now I'm going to reveal something that will get me into a lot of trouble, but I don't care. It's time somebody told you the truth. It's all trash. Yeah, it's all garbage. None of it works. Every system you've come across has been designed to steal your hard-earned money. I know because they've stolen mine. It's not your fault. I was a victim too. Those guys have continued to scam hard-working folks like you and me for years. They've preyed on guys like us and forced their crappy robots down our throats. Every email is buy this or buy that. It drives me mad. Well, you'll be happy to know this video is nothing like that because there's nothing to buy here. The system I use now banks over $15,000 per week guaranteed without me even leaving my bed. I simply turn it on and activate it, and by using its special patented software, it begins to generate hundreds of dollars in profit every hour. Gone are the days when my youngest daughter used to come home crying because all her friends were going on summer vacation and we couldn't afford to. Now, whenever we feel like getting away, we go online, book a flight, and make a reservation at the best hotels. We just got back from a skiing trip in Switzerland on first-class tickets. I want you to meet Danny. Like mine, his story is remarkable.
I've never really been much of a ladies' man. I've never really had the confidence to talk to girls or go out on dates. I've never really been cool or had the money to afford nice things. But ever since I started using the Spectre system, I've been earning around $50,000 a month, and things have instantly changed. I bought myself a new Porsche, a gold Rolex watch, and a new $2,000 Armani suit. Now whenever I go out, the girls are all over me, and I owe it all to the Spectre system. Thanks, guys.
Danny had a real hard time with women. He couldn't get a date no matter how hard he tried. And even though we hate to admit it, status and wealth are the biggest aphrodisiacs known to women. When they see that Rolex watch glisten on your wrist, or they see you step out of a Bentley, it creates an irresistible urge deep inside them that makes them think, I've got to have him. It's crazy, but it's true. Most women are simply wired that way. So when Danny began pulling up at the bar in his new Porsche, wearing his $2,000 Versace suit and buying bottles in the VIP rooms, the girls automatically flocked to him. His aura changed. He's now confident. He's now taking charge of situations, and the girls love it. The money that he's making by using the system is giving him the life he's always dreamed of. The system I'm talking about is called the Spectre System. It's a brand new prototype trading system that's due to be rolled out on Wall Street in 2016. The guys behind the system really know their stuff. We're talking about trading geniuses that have amassed over $250 million in their careers. They've now programmed a system that only trades when it's 100% certain it will win a trade. It does this in the binary options markets, and it only does this with a small select group of pairs. Whereas most software spread themselves thin trying to predict the movements on the US dollar, the British pound, the Japanese yen, the euro, the movements of gold, oil, coffee, etc. The Spectre system only concentrates on two currency pairs, USD to GBP and the euro to USD. This way it reduces any risk of spreading itself thin trying to predict multiple market movements. This way it makes less trades but with a higher success rate, which equals more money for you. More money for you equals living the life you've always dreamed of. The Spectre system has already been pre-programmed, so you don't have to worry about a thing. You just wait for the winning trades to mature and collect your profits. Simply activate your account, log in, sit back, and watch your profits roll in every hour. The experts at the Spectre headquarters take care of the rest. Then you pull out your profits to your bank account whenever you feel like it. Personally, I do it every Thursday to give me a nice balance boost for the weekend, but you can choose whichever day you like. If you wanted to trade as profitably as the Spectre system does, you'd have to study market fluctuation for years, get a trading license, and trade on Wall Street. But now you can skip all of that and in a few minutes make the money a big shot trader makes from the comfort of your own home. No more stressful commutes to work, no more sitting in traffic for hours, and no more wondering if your bills will be paid this month. The Spectre System takes care of everything for you. You just sit back and watch the profits pile up, just like Gary is.
After I suffered a minor heart attack earlier this year, my doctor told me that my lifestyle was too stressful and that I should think about retiring. But he was going to pay the bills, I told him. You see, I was working close to 60 hours per week, and it all had just become too much. My body could not take it. Well, while I was recovering, my wife found the Spectre System online and registered for me. From day one, I began earning around $3,000 every day from the comfort of my own home. After 3 months, I retired from my job, and now I am making $15,000 a week. Things really got put into perspective after my heart attack. I realized that my family and my health and my time were the most important thing. Thanks to Spectre, now I can enjoy them all.
Gary's doctor warned him about his stressful lifestyle. He was working 50 hours a week, and after suffering a heart attack, he could have died. Luckily for Gary, he got the invite to test the Spectre System, and within 3 months, he quit his job and began earning money from home. He now lives the life he's always dreamed of, making thousands of dollars a day, playing golf and spending time with his family. Today's your lucky day, because you have the opportunity to grab a copy of the Spectre System before the experts behind the system take the company public. You know what I mean by going public, don't you? Floating it on the stock exchange. You've heard of Facebook, eBay, Google, and Twitter, right? Well, all these companies had to build up enough traction before their shares could be made public and be listed as multi-billion-dollar companies. But years ago, the companies I just mentioned were pretty unknown. Crazy to think Google and Facebook weren't popular at some point, but believe me, there was a time. The same thing is happening with the Spectre System. This software will change the way people trade and will change the Western world in a similar way Facebook or eBay has changed the way we interact online. But in order to do this, the Spectre System needs more users, and that's where you come in. You've been carefully selected and handed this rare opportunity to get in on the ground floor with a company that could be as big as eBay, Twitter, and Facebook because they need your help. Spectre System needs more users. Simple as that. Now guess how much they're going to charge you? Nothing. Yep, not a single penny. In fact, they're even going to give you money. Yeah, you heard right. Your Spectre System account will be credited with a matched deposit upon activation. Now, I'm sure you'll agree, you can't get much fairer than that. It's crazy, right? But the guys at Spectre really need your help, and they have some really deep pockets to make sure they get it. They want to show the world just how powerful this system is. And like I said, they need your help starting here, right now. Sometimes opportunities like this sound too good to be true, and I can completely relate to feeling like that. With all the scams that are flying around the internet these days, it's understandable to think that. But I can assure you, this is no scam or BS to take all your hard-earned money. It's in fact a simple chance to become rich quickly and live the life of your dreams while you help some really cool people change the world. Don't we all want to help change the world we live in for the better? We all have dreams, and most people never get a chance to fulfill them, while only 0.1% does. You, my friend, have the opportunity to join the 0.1% today and live the life of your dreams. Take a look at the money this system has made in the last 8 months. Take a good hard look at these profits and start to visualize how this type of money can change your life. What do you want from life? To travel the world? To own a new home and build a property portfolio? To purchase the car of your dreams? To protect your family from the next financial apocalypse? To be hugely desirable to the opposite sex and have girls begging to date you? To be the parent your child deserves and provide the best education money can buy? To give your children the best chance of success in life? All of these things are achievable when you earn $15,000 per week with the Spectre System. $15,000 per week instantly elevates you to the top bracket of earners in society. You'll be treated slightly differently. Dinner reservations that are normally a 3-month waiting list suddenly become available when you call. Flying to any exotic destination in the world is as easy as a few clicks on your mouse. You're invited to the parties where only the rich and famous attend. You begin to have a say in matters because your opinion counts. How do I know? Because it happened to me. Within 8 months of using the Spectre system, my life changed so dramatically, I look back to the former me and wince. Ugh, I was such a loser. I used to be broke, miserable, shy, and quiet. Now I can provide for my family like a real man should. I can come and go as I please, without having to beg my boss for time off. I car hop on a plane and check into the finest hotels in the world when I feel like changing the weather. I can speak to people with confidence and look them dead in the eye, knowing I've made it. And it's all made possible because of the Spectre system. I just log in, activate my account, and wait for the profits to roll in. Then I withdraw them to my bank account every Thursday. So how can you become a Spectre user today? Well, it's actually really simple because there's no charge for the system. All you need to do is enter your name and email address in the form to the right. I told you it was really simple. All you must do is complete the form with your name and email right now. And in a few minutes, you'll be pulling in profits like this with the Spectre system. When you fill in your name and email address now, driving around in a car like this will be your reality in a couple of weeks. I really want to see you do well in your life. I want you to experience the transformation I experienced. And the only way you can do it so easily and so quickly is by signing up to use the Spectre system right now. Go ahead, enter your name and email address in the box to the right now, and get instant access to the Spectre system. When you've done that, I'll be waiting to give you your personalized access key to your very own Spectre system, so you can begin generating incomes like this in minutes. Pop your name and email in now, and we can get you started. I'm so excited to welcome you to the Spectre System Inner Circle. I guarantee you'll be making money in a few minutes. See you in just a moment.